Okay, we're getting some breaking news coming in. I want to quickly address that. Some breaking news this hour coming in from Leader of Opposition, Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi has continued his suspense on the number 16 after his speech in Lok Sabha earlier today. He has said we'll expose link. Remember earlier Rahul had said the number 16 will change the game. Listen in to what Rahul Gandhi said outside Parliament on this issue as well.
आप भैया गाड़ी में आइए तो कुछ एक्सपेंस करा और उसके अलावा आपसे माफी बात
क्या पजल है? आपने बोला पजल है और 16 का नंबर एक पजल है, देश सॉल्व करे, क्या है 16?
वही तो है, पजल है, थोड़ी बताऊंगा इसका आंसर। सोल्यूशन मिलेगा तो मैं बोल दूंगा यही है। लेकिन सरकार में बहुत नाराजगी थी, बहुत नाराजगी थी।
और बिल गिरने वाला है राहुल जी, बिल गिरने वाला है।
ये बना नहीं वो अरे कोई ऐप यूज करते हो आप सर, कोई ऐप यूज करते हो उसके बाद 16 लगा दो या
So suspense there, continuing over this number 16. Remember, Rahul Gandhi had referred to number 16 during his speech earlier in Parliament as well. Rahul Gandhi continuing to maintain suspense over that, saying, I will expose this link very soon. It will be a game changer. What is this new number 16 issue that Rahul Gandhi is raising? You can see him there.
सर ये जो अपॉलॉजी के लिए आपको लगता है कि अपॉलॉजी की बात कर रहे हैं सर, ऐसा रिटर्न दिया सर, सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है। इधर देखो कर रहे हैं।
He told you that you are a royal magician. What you would like to say, sir? Please, sir. Rahul sir. Sir, एक फोटो हो जाता है।
Radhika Bhattacharya Shah, Rahul Gandhi raising the issue of number 16, saying number 16 will expose the government. I will expose the link soon, he said.
Well, if I have to make an inference, I think when Rahul Gandhi says the 16 will change, he's not talking about a literal number like seats or a specific law. I think he's sending a political message or creating a political slogan. I think he typically might be meaning is that 16 refers to 2026 or perhaps the period leading to the next electoral cycle. He's perhaps suggesting that the political situation...
What is this number 16 link, Dr. Girija Shetkar? What expose is your leader of opposition going to be making on the government very soon?
I don't know. I have no idea. You should listen from Rahul Gandhi himself.
Okay. I think he's talking about the current political dominance of the BJP.
So even as this number 16 suspense, continues, Radhakshmi Joshi, and we will wait and watch what that is. There is also suspense over voting. What are going to be the final numbers in Lok Sabha? Well, we will know that in a few minutes from now. Voting was expected at around 4 p.m. today, but obviously it is delayed because some of these speeches have carried on longer than expected. These speeches are still on in Lok Sabha as we speak. All eyes on the lower house of Parliament, Radhakshmi Joshi, to see whether this bill goes through or not. Radhakshmi Joshi, on the political issues that you've seen raised over the last 36 hours, what do you make of the arguments that have come in favor of the bill and against the bill? And as a woman, what do you feel and what do you hope will happen in Lok Sabha when voting takes place shortly?
Hello there, and as a woman, I personally would actually hope, or I would wish that there be a day when we do not need any women's reservation, and that an equal number of men and women will be able to organically be a part of Parliament and in other places as well. So just like you have in schools and colleges, you don't really need reservation. So, but unfortunately, today the need of the day is that we do need a reservation for women. So this, I think, is a welcome step, And I'm glad that in 2023, the Women Reservation Bill was passed, and I think just a couple of members did not vote in favor, but otherwise it was unanimously passed in Parliament. So that was a very welcome step. And that now today, if you look at the arguments that are happening, so that is actually a little unfortunate. So I just want to give a quick reminder that in 2008, when the Congress introduced this, and then when they introduced it in 2010 in Rajya Sabha only, they did not introduce it in the Lok Sabha because they were not able to convince their alliance partners. So unfortunately, that bill did not see the light of day. And at least now, the bill has seen the light of day, and it can become a possibility in the next upcoming elections. So now along with it, there are some technical necessities. Now, if you look at it in 2026, then that was the date that was till when the parliament numbers were frozen, and the delimitation was allowed in 2026. And that is the reason why you need to have the census and the delimitation also. And because now, if you look at it, there are certain constituencies where the numbers are like 25 lakhs to 35 lakhs per MP, which is, I think, outrageously high. So that is I don't think it is possible for anybody to administer that kind of a number. So I think that it is quite reasonable to ask that a delimitation should happen. Now, for all practical purposes, I think that the government of the day, the NDA, had decided that, okay, we will have a proportional increase, because then there were a lot of objections to the fact that the South may lose some seats if it happens on the basis of census. Now, that was the reason why there was this proportional increase, because then it is a fair increase in the proportion. Even in 2008 also, there was a census, but then that was not followed, because then at that time also it was said that now the South will lose seats. Now, there was a similar situation then. And I think that that is going to happen every time. So are we going to be stuck on this number? And at what time and in what way are we going to change it? So now I think that this was a very fair way of arriving at a conclusion that this could see a proportional increase for every state. But then I think that the government can't write 50%, because then the next time around, again, you will need a constitutional amendment, even if the numbers are a little bit settled among all the states. But then at that time, it will again become a technical problem, because then you will have frozen that kind of a thing as part of the constitution. So I think that that is the reason why that number is not being mentioned there, but only the numbers are being told that this is how there's going to be a proportional increase. So I think that that was a very fair ask. Now, the kind of arguments that were put by the leader of opposition, I would say that didn't really talk about the Women Reservation Bill or about the delimitation. He spoke about the very same thing.
Raj Lakshmi, stay with us. Let's get a
about.
response from Jia Manjari as well. Jia Manjari is also live with